Bonjour mes amis, hi guys, let's take a look at the final nominees for the 23 edition of the GPHG, the awards of the best new watches. Starting with the ladies' watches, I'm a bit surprised they are so ornate. My own lady, my old lady I should say, prefers men's watches. Well, maybe a little bit with a couple of diamonds, but nothing too crazy. So it's hard for me to choose in here. I think it's a bit much. Let's go with the Hermes. At least it will increase your spend at the shop, and maybe you'll get that Birkin bag you've been wanting. Now in the ladies' complications, yeah, the Anderson Genève, they've been doing the same watch for so long. Always nice, but maybe we're looking for something a bit different. To me, the IWC here is much more beautiful than the other very ornate watches. Interesting to see that Gucci is coming up in the watch game. It's going to be interesting to follow what they can bring, and this watch is actually quite nice. Planetarium with diamond studded stars. That's pretty. That's pretty enticing, isn't it? Yeah, that could win it. Really beautiful at the back as well, but it's 250,000 Swiss francs, while the IWC clocks in at 35,000. So I'm gonna go with the IWC on this one. In the men's collection, the star wheel of the Audemars Piguet. The thing is, the star wheel system now has been copied by so many other brands, and you can get one for $3,000 from brands like Barons in China. Very nice quality as well. Of course, here we're a few steps above in terms of the quality and the finishing. The Béthune, Starry Seas, lovely. Ferdinand Berthoud, that's probably the top of the top, but price is going to be insane. And some of these watches get so complicated, they lose a bit on the beauty side. To me, here, yeah, the last three really beautiful, especially the last two. Simon Brett, I love that watch. I really love it. I think it's perfect. It's around 50,000 Swiss francs, and just such a beautiful piece. And next to it, the other Regepi. I'm not sure how to pronounce his name. Revet, maybe Regepi. Superb, but in this category this year, I gotta go with Simon Brett. It is breathtaking, or I should say, breathtaking. Men's complication, as I just said, it gets a bit crazy in this category. I am not crazy about the first two. The Beauvais, or very nice. Beauvais, really a brand to look out for. I mean, they make so many nice watches, and we talk very little about it. Always very impressive. The Parmigiani Fleurier, yeah, it is very sleek, maybe a bit too much. Voutilainen, it's the first time I see it. Square-ish, rounded square, world timer. Very nice. I really liked actually the Piaget Polo perpetual calendar, which we often put in the same bag as all the integrated bracelet designs, but actually there's nothing integrated to it. Any Seiko or Patek Calatrava integrates the lugs as much, and the case is very separated here from the bracelet or the strap. I like that one. I like that Piaget very much. Yeah, maybe I'll give it to the Voutilainen by default. Iconic watches. Okay, so nothing new here. The Chopard 1860, always a big favorite. Breitling, of course, we like it. AP as well. IWC is probably the biggest news of the year, so maybe I'll give it there. It's a bit of a tie with the tag. The Freak is always fantastic as well, but again, yeah, it's the iconic sections. So what do you expect? They're going to be watches that we know well. I think I'll give it. The tag is really cool. Really a cool watch. I like it. I'm going to give the edge to the IWC. I don't know if the dial color matters actually in those entries. My favorite is the white dial actually. They should have maybe entered the green blue dial. The Tourbillon, again, we go in the very, very insanely expensive and sometimes losing a bit on the aesthetic side. The Beauvais is incredible. It's like being in the 17th century pocket watch era. Fantastic. Arnaud Delson, beautiful. Yeah, it's very pure, very minimalist. I like that. Laurent Ferrier, not crazy about the Grand Sport. Parmigiani Fleurier, yeah, it's a nice integration, I guess, of the Tourbillon in that very sleek design. I'll give it to the Arnold and Son. Calendar and astronomy, I love the Philippe Piccolic. Again, the Beauvais, extremely gorgeous piece. Don't know if I would want to wear that every day necessarily, but really splendid. IWC also brings out some great watches with their famous calendar module. Parmigiani again, many entries this year. Massina, probably a bit more reasonable in terms of the pricing, and a nice watch. I'm going to go for the Felipe Piccolic. I think it's got a beautiful romance to the beauty of this watch. It's a small production. I like it. A mechanical exception. This one I'm going to give it to the Japec. I really like this Place Vendôme Complicité, especially since Japec, we talked about it a lot for their Antarctique. I want to talk about something else, and I think that this Place Vendôme is an impressive, beautiful, wearable piece. The Audemars Piguet, it's just a bit all over the place in terms of the presentation. Yeah, and these as well. So Chronograph, great stuff. The Tentagraph of Grand Seiko. I guess the Béthune, I don't talk about it a lot because of the designs, but this one very, very beautiful. I really liked this one. Of course, the Singer has that Agenograph. Very impressive. The tag here, well, it's just a ratio. Let's not go crazy. Peterman Beda, I think, is the one that has the best chance. Chronograph rattrapant, beautiful presentation, young guys, interesting watchmaking. It's going to be between them and the Singer, probably. But because it's not under the brand of Agenor themselves, I'll give it to Peterman Beda. Here in the sports, love the Chopard Alpine Eagle. This is the one that's a bit more techy. Look at Doxa, Grönefeld. Not crazy about the Grönefeld aesthetic personally. And yeah, this the Ingenieur. I think this one will be the one in titanium. Apart from the pricing, I really like the Ingenieur. Tudor Pelagos is very good at 39 millimeters. Also in titanium. Difficult to choose. Maybe the IWC or the Chopard. Some jewelry, not really an expert there. The crafts, okay, the Anderson Geneve, they were there with the same watch 2 years ago. Let's maybe move on from it, as beautiful as it is, and in this case I will give it to Sarpaneva watches, the Nike. You can watch a review of a Sarpaneva watch on my channel. Thanks to independentwatcher.com who lent it in. Really exciting brand from the Nordic countries. And this one here, fantastic dial within their logo within it. Now with the Petit aiguille, it's going to be hard to beat Christopher Ward. You got to hand it to the brand. They came up with something that excited everyone in the watch world. Habring, of course, is great watchmaking, but for the price at which they bring it, Christopher Ward, yeah, Louis Erard is okay. Massina was still playing with the vintage designs. Tudor Black Bay, always nice. Challenge, I don't like that Colono, and the brand's starting to just be very repetitive. Nomos always nice, but it's not a new watch. Raymond Weil, actually a nice one. the Seiko GMT diver, very cool. But I'm gonna go with the watch that I presented on the channel, the timeless here. I want to give it a little push for that one. Thought it was really a great bits of design, a bit steampunk, still looking very modern. I like it. I quite like those clocks. They're all nice. Travel alarm clock, Alan Silverstein. Maybe that one. So there you go. Let me know, guys, which ones are your favorite in each category. If we go back to the top and take another look, if I have to have one watch from all of these and forget a bit about the money, to me that would be this one, the Simon Brett chronomètre artisan. What a wonderful presentation. Let's take a look at the back of the watch. Yeah, just wonderful finishing. So the case is in zirconium, dragon scales, hand engraved, leather strap. So it runs at a slow beat, 18,000 variations per hour, 72 hours of power reserve. Interestingly, they felt the need to add the hacking seconds. 53,000 Swiss francs. I think it's worth it when you see it. Thickness 10 millimeters, 39 in size, water resistance, who cares? Yeah, this is to me the standout piece in terms of the beauty, the finishing, the size. It's perfect watch for me. I love it. I think that's going to be the overall winner this year. All right, guys, looking forward to listen to your comments, and good luck to everyone. And yeah, shout out to Dumoro. They had entered the DM02 that we reviewed and talked about on the channel. It didn't make the nominations, but still a great watch that I'm enjoying to wearing a lot. So shout out to Carlo. Maybe next one will make the cut. And a shout out to all the judges, in particular Benny here in Hong Kong. Bye bye, guys.